the Fox 29 studios, this is Good Day Philadelphia.
All right, 8:27, more than a symbol as the opioid crisis continues to hit families hard near and far. How this utensil is offering comfort and sending a message to Big Pharma. Hey there, Jeff. Check out these pictures. A massive 800-pound spoon will be on display today near Philadelphia City Hall. It's the one you see here, the sculpture grabbing headlines and, more importantly, the attention of communities hit hardest by the opioid crisis on its East Coast tour. Those pictures were sent out from our viewer, Don Walton. Activist and founder of the Opioid Spoon Project, Domenic Esposito, designed the piece. He joins us this morning. You're presenting it with co-host Philadelphia Fight. Good morning, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Lauren.
Domenic, 800 pounds. How long did it take you to design this?
So it's about a 6-week process from the beginning to the end. And what we do is we cast them similar to you would cast a statue. And it comes in pieces, and we use a lot of grinding and welding, putting them all together. So it's a very labor-intensive process.
Talk to me about why you chose a spoon.
So the spoon is a symbol. It's a dark symbol for me and my family. We've struggled with opioid addiction in my family, namely my brother, for the last 12 years. And I can remember my mom calling me, screaming at the top of her lungs that she had found another burnt spoon in the house. And so it's this dark, emotional, macabre symbol. It's never meant to be a joyous moment. And the link between the spoon and the opioid epidemic is really that a lot of heroin users or opioid users will cook their drugs in a spoon similar to this.
And so when you've rolled this out to different cities, what's the reaction that you're getting from people?
Yeah, it's been humbling. The reaction has been really kind of emotional. I've also been kind of underestimated just how difficult it was going to be even for myself.
Absolutely.
There's been so many stories and people telling you and memorializing their loved ones that they've lost, and it's been quite a journey.
8 cities you've been to, or 8
no, actually,
weeks? I forget.
We've done 14 cities, 10 states in 3.5 weeks. So
3.5 weeks. I don't know where the 8 came from.
Yeah.
So you've been on a tour for a while now.
That's right, yeah.
And today you'll head to Thomas Paine Plaza here in Philadelphia.
That's right. So today's the last day of the tour. You can see the spoon is pretty full, so we're going to try and squeeze people's names in. So if you're out about and you want to sign the spoon, you've lost someone to the opioid epidemic, please come out and we'll listen to your story and make sure that their name is commemorated and honored.
11 to 1 o'clock today.
That's right, 11 to 1.
When this is all over, what are you going to do with the spoon? Where does it go from here?
So the tour will be done, officially be done. And what we're working with is the City of Boston to actually put it on display for the month of September in the City Hall Plaza. And then we'll work with other cities who want to borrow it or lend it to them as a memorial, really. It'll never be used as protest like our other spoons, so it'll always be a memorial.
It's very powerful. When you see how full this spoon is, what does that tell you?
It tells me that this epidemic is national. It's not Philly and it's not Rochester, New York. It's absolutely national. In fact, a lot of the national leaders that have reached out to us who want to bring the spoon to their city or town, what their reasoning is, you got to bring it here because my neighborhood or my town is the epicenter of the opioid crisis. And what we soon came to realize, it's the entire U.S. is the epicenter.
We hear that all the time in Philadelphia.
Right.
Specifically, people talk about the Kensington neighborhood in our area.
Yeah.
But you're right. This is something that touches families all over this country.
Yeah, I think the media tends to dramatize a lot of what's happening here in Kensington, but this situation is happening everywhere. Rochester, New York, there's Clinton Street, right? I mean, every city has their Kensington, right, unfortunately. And with this movement, we're really trying to bring awareness to that.
I was going to ask you that question. When you designed this, what was your intent when you knew you would go out into these communities? What did you hope would happen?
It really was a sense of memorializing and listening and making sure that their voices are not forgotten, right? That someone's out there listening to them. That's really what we're really about, and creating awareness. I feel like we're living in this sort of bubble within the opioid community. It's really reaching people outside of our community. And the reason why it's important to reach people outside is I think we become sort of insular to what's happening because you're forced to learn about it, right? Because it's survival skills, right? So we need to move outside of that and reach the population, the general population, and let them know that this is a problem that can happen to anybody.
To anyone.
And anybody it can be
Gotcha.
fall into it.
Domenic Esposito, activist, artist, family member affected by it.
Yeah.
This is incredible. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's a feat to get an 800-pound spoon here.
That's right.
We appreciate it. So go see him today, 11 to 1.
That's right.
JFK Plaza, right?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Quick break, and we'll be right back.